Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Reset, Clinty. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, McCaffrey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, 59! 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hayward, coming after you. I'm coming after you. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, watch the slap.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. And let's get this. Back.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action with Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Brissett, and he's going to go down again. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Watch the twist. 26, check 26. 26.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got a man open. It's Ross. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 37's the Mike 37. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Go, go. 37's the Mike 37. I got you. I got you.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Miller, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, hey, hey. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A give running right is Mack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Let's go. Number 53. Mike 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now a run with Hyde. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Watson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Set. 19. Alert. Mike 54. Mike 54. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. 54. 54.
From the gun on third, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But now it's third and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 31, check 31. Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Under 10. Go, go. 10.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming